Greetings, Rainmakers. This is the first time we've done a webinar in a while, and I'm pretty excited to get into this. I'm David Brandon, copywriter for Rainmaker Digital. I have Katy Barrilleaux here with me. She's the Director of Client Services. We're going to be going over MemberPress today, and we're going to show you how you can use MemberPress to do memberships on your site. We're going to show you how it works with Rainmaker Platform and LearnDash integration with MemberPress, how you can sell MemberPress memberships through WooCommerce, and then just a brief overview of custom fields. So yeah, MemberPress is part of our platform that we're really excited about using for a lot of different things. It matters for, you can make tiered memberships for different levels of content. You can sell premium content. You can differentiate your audience, break them into different segments, and you can create member-only storefronts. There's a lot you can do with it. We're barely going to scratch the surface today. And we're going to talk just a little bit about how those three applications within the add-ons, MemberPress, LearnDash, and WooCommerce can work together. And again, this is just touching the high points. We can get into a lot more detail and a lot more training if you want to reach out individually, if you have any specific questions, or if you have any questions over the course of the webinar, you can type them in the Q&A. If they're on topic and simple enough, we can cover them at the Q&A in the end, we will. If they're a little more complex, or you have a question about something else, we can address that after the end of the webinar. We can shoot you an email or talk to you. So that'd be how we'll do that. So MemberPress, LearnDash, WooCommerce, three useful add-ons that we have in Rainmaker Platform. We covered how to turn on MemberPress in our article a couple of weeks ago, The State of the Platform. There's a lot of detail in there about how to turn it on, how to set it up, how to create a membership, all that. What we're going through today is slightly more advanced stuff. So we're going to show first LearnDash's integration with MemberPress. All right, so Katy, I got to go over here to content, right? Or no, is LearnDash is here? Yes.
Exciting.
Yep. Oh, we're looking at the LearnDash courses.
Right. Sorry.
Yeah. So if we
so when you're setting up a course in LearnDash, MemberPress adds basically a tab there for you to activate or integrate a particular course or two with the one that you're wanting to tie that membership with.
Okay, yep. So if we click through here, we can see I've got my courses screen, and I can click my sample course. Nothing really in here. It's just here for the purposes of the webinar. Take a minute to come up. Yeah, but LearnDash has some of this capability on its own to sell courses and that sort of thing, but MemberPress interacts with it so you can tie it to membership levels. All right. So we can scroll down here once this loads. There we go. Okay, so I've got this course here. And then from here, where's my tab for this? Katy, I clicked.
Yeah, you know what, David? Yep. I'm sorry. Actually, you need to start with the MemberPress membership that you're setting up for the course.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, no, we're good. There's the membership.
So your course is already created at this point. Yes. You've set up, at the very least, at the very minimum, you've got a course created for course content for LearnDash. And then you go into conversion menu memberships, edit or create a membership or edit a membership that you're going to use for that course.
And in this case, I have a membership already set up right here. It's my free content library. There we go. And this will have our membership options down here, which has a lot of different settings that you can, mess with. But we're interested in this LearnDash tab over here. And so here, we can choose what courses we want to add to this membership. So basically, once I add this course to this membership, it is now locked to that membership. It means that, you know, if you have access to that membership, you have access to the course. If you don't have access to that membership, you don't have access to the course. Think of it as like if you had a key card to get into a building. You know, you don't have access to anything within that building unless you have the key card. So just like this, I can add my sample course to that. And we can go ahead and hit this update button here.
You can, of course, you can add multiple courses if you have multiple courses that this membership should have access to.
So I can, you see that box there, the box allows me to add multiples if I have more than one. It'll string them out there in a line. So that's, I mean, that's as simple as it is. You know, if you have LearnDash courses already made, that's how you add them to a MemberPress membership. And we also have integration with WooCommerce. Now, WooCommerce you've probably heard of in the context of this, especially selling physical products. It's an add-on that a lot of different websites use WooCommerce for their commerce, their e-commerce stuff. So this allows you, WooCommerce actually allows you to sell a membership, a MemberPress membership as a product. If you wanted to do it that way. MemberPress also has its own, it has its own sales page. So you could sell your MemberPress membership just straight through MemberPress. But if you want something like shopping cart capability, or you already have physical products that you're selling, you know, that sort of thing, it is a slightly more complicated checkout experience, but it allows you, it's a lot more flexible. It allows you to do a lot more different things with it.
And if I can just add, the shopping cart, WooCommerce shopping cart gives you the ability to allow your customers to purchase multiple products at once. So they can put a membership into their shopping cart, they can put a physical product or a book or whatever else it is you're selling, or multiple memberships, and then have a single transaction checkout. The difference with a MemberPress checkout is it's one transaction for one item. So sometimes people want to allow their customers to be able to bundle purchases into one transaction, and so they'll want WooCommerce for that reason. I will add that WooCommerce does not natively support renewal. So if you have a membership subscription that's going to be paying on a renewing on a regular basis, it does not support that. However, we can add a plugin to your site to add that support. So if you're interested in that, reach out to support or reach out to me or client services, and we can help you with that.
Thanks for that insight, Katie. Let's take a look at that WooCommerce, how we can add it as a product now. We'll go to products here, WooCommerce. We could click that add new, but I'm going to walk through each screen. And you'll see that's over in the conversion tab on the sidebar, the same area where you found the MemberPress. So we go ahead and scroll down here. I already have a product set up. We could add a new one too. It works the same way. But I'm just going to click on this. and it'll take me to that product. You can see here, I already, I added a title to this and that sort of thing just to have it ready for this, but it works just the same with a new product. So for this one, remind me again where I go to, Katie?
For
okay. Well, it's a virtual product.
So it's a virtual product, and there is a MemberPress link right there.
Yep. And so what we can do is we could call this, say this is the free content library. We could add a price to this up in this general tab. So whatever price you wanted to sell that membership for, you could say, hey, pay $50 one-time fee and you get access to this membership level. You can tie courses to that, you can tie pages to that, you can tie like download stuff, ebooks or even podcasts. You could gate podcast pages behind that. So prices up here, and then
and also you see on that screen you can associate the LearnDash course with that as well.
Yep.
On that price screen.
And so here we just switch it to free content library, and this we could allow access before the order is completed. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. And then we just go ahead and go up here and publish the product. There's other settings that would go into play if you were doing a WooCommerce product. We could go into a more in-depth explanation of that another time, but it is it's a very powerful, very flexible e-commerce system that's part of Rainmaker Platform by default, I believe. Is that automatically turned on, Katie, or do we turn it on?
WooCommerce is not active by default in Sites, so you need to go into the universal settings, into the features area, and it is one of the main modules that you can activate.
Yeah, there's just a checkbox there, just like MemberPress. MemberPress is active by default. All right,
and then just saying also then under the settings, under the conversion settings, there are a lot of settings for WooCommerce for reserved pages. So you've got to identify your shopping cart page and your checkout page, etc. So be sure if you are setting up WooCommerce, there is a little bit more involved with the setup.
There's a lot of detail to it, and again, like we could do another training and one-on-one, or take you through the knowledge base if we need to with that. If you really do want to dig into WooCommerce more and see how that works. Same with LearnDash. Go ahead.
And also support is available, 24/7. You can file a support ticket. You can also email me directly, or anyone in client services will help you out.
Cool. Yeah, we're always here to help. So we've covered how you can associate a LearnDash course with MemberPress. We've covered how you can sell a MemberPress membership through WooCommerce as a digital product. The last thing that we're going to cover here before we move into Q&A or anything that you want to talk about is custom fields. So when you sign up for a MemberPress membership, there are certain fields that you're going to have to fill out. MemberPress has a few by default, but you can build other fields in if you want to extend, the capabilities or gather more information from your customers. So to do that, we go up here to the gear, and then we go to MemberPress. You will see this only if you have MemberPress turned on, obviously. So we'll wait for that to load for a second.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was just going to add while we're waiting for that to load. this is a big improvement that MemberPress offers over our previous membership system, because a lot of people wanted to add a certain field. They wanted to collect additional information from their members when they were checking out. You know, by default, you're only getting name, email address, and they put in their password, and that's pretty much it. So MemberPress gives you the ability right here to add some custom fields to your MemberPress checkout form.
So you'll see there, what I did is I went up here to the gear icon and I clicked MemberPress. And then here it takes us to this tab in the global settings. And from here, I clicked on the tab up here at the top that says fields. And this gives us all these options right here. So the first thing we want to look at here is these extended user information fields and the custom user information fields. These you can choose whether something is required or just shows. And then the custom user information fields, I've made a couple here. One is company, so that's just a basic text field. You can assign a default value, so I could say Rainmaker Digital Services. And then over here on the right, you'll see that there are several checkboxes. So the first one that you want to make sure is checked, because it won't be checked by default, is show at sign up. That means that when somebody signs up for a membership, they will enter this information, or they can enter this information. Then the next checkbox, this is kind of wrapping a little weird here, but it says show in account. That would mean it would show when you looked at your account. Then we can click this or required. So that would mean that you cannot create a membership. You cannot move forward in the membership process without adding this. This is crucial for stuff, you know, if a phone number is really important for your business and you want to make sure nobody signs up for membership without a phone number, you know, you would click that required right there. And then here you can see and type. This is a basic text field, which means that people can type a text, just basic text in it. We could set it to email and it would have like an @ you know, basically these are ways of making sure that people don't type in something that that doesn't belong in the text box. So if you have a phone number, it won't let you type in anything that's not a number, right? Like it makes it simple. So we can go ahead and save this, and then we can go like we can look at our MemberPress membership, the sign up page, and it'll show those custom fields. So let's see, memberships. And I'll just go to the free content library membership right here, and we'll preview the page, or actually go to the page since it's live.
Click the view, view the page.
Yep. It's just loading a little bit slow. There we go. Okay. So I have my first name, last name, email address, username, and then we also have, you see there's an asterisk there, the company is required, and the phone number is also required. And we have reCAPTCHA there. So you can see those custom fields that we just added, those are displaying on sign up. For me to be able to sign up as a new user, I can't here because I'm obviously already a user and part of this group. But for me to be a new user on this, these are fields that are required. It's that simple. We're going to go back to the dashboard here. Does anybody have any questions? You can type them in over in the Q&A section on the left side of your screen, or you can raise your hand if we don't see your question. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it for those two integrations and the custom fields. There's plenty of other stuff that you can do with MemberPress, WooCommerce, and LearnDash. And with all of them together, they all have some overlap in their capabilities. They're not, so like you can sell your membership through MemberPress. LearnDash allows you to sell courses directly, and gate them. And WooCommerce is, an e-commerce solution. All of those have some crossover with each other, but when you use them all together, they can be much more powerful than they are individually. And there's a number of settings in there where we don't have time to get into everything today. It would take 6 hours to walk you through like every single setting of WooCommerce and every use case. But again, if you want more training on that, if you're interested in more information, let us know. It may be something that we write about in a future state of the platform even. But yeah, I don't see any questions coming through. So
one additional point I wanted to make too is it is possible you can have MemberPress and WooCommerce both active and set up on your site, and you can sell something. You can still sell something using a MemberPress checkout page versus a WooCommerce shopping cart. So you have all kinds of flexibility in that scenario. It's just a matter of, your call to action button either has a MemberPress membership that it links to for that MemberPress checkout page, or it's in the WooCommerce products and they click and add it to their shopping cart. So you can do both depending on the circumstances of your site and what you're trying to do.
Maybe you want a simpler checkout process, because the MemberPress one is sort of a very basic like landing page type experience, and maybe you're worried about shop abandoned carts or extra friction or something like that. It's a good alternative if you want like something very simple and you're just trying to get people in and out the door. But yeah, if we don't have any questions here, I think we can wrap it. I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you have any more questions, again, please contact us, reach out. We're here to help. It's been great being here with you today, and thank you for attending.
And we will make the video available.
Yes.
To everyone. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks, David.
Thank you, Katie. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.